God's hand. From who I was to who I'll be, His loving grace hath delivered me, guiding me, guarding me, leading me, loving me. Isn't He good? Isn't He good? Hasn't He done what He said He would? All that we have, all that we are, comes from above. Isn't He good? Isn't He good? He remembered me like only He could. Faithful and true to me and you. Isn't He good? The smallest voice, the biggest fear, the loving heart of the Father hears and answers each and any prayer of every child who's within His care. Blessing us, building us, feeding us, filling us. Isn't He good? Isn't He good? Hasn't He done what He said He would? All that we have, all that we are, comes from above. Isn't He good? Isn't He good? He remembered me like only He could. Faithful and true to me and you. Isn't He good? Isn't He good? Isn't He good? Hasn't He done what He said He would? All that we have, all that we are, comes from above. Isn't He good? Isn't He good? He remembered me like only He could. Faithful and true to me and you. Isn't He good? Faithful and true to me and you. Isn't He good? Faithful and true to me and you. Isn't He good? Isn't He good?
Evidence of grace is all through scriptures. Jesus' story of the prodigal son is an example of the unmerited favor of a father towards his son.
A son could not wait for his father to die to collect his inheritance, and the father gave him what he demanded.
The son spent the inheritance on all those things the father stood against and found himself bankrupt.
And in the end, he found not judgment, but forgiveness. Forgiveness from a father more broken at the pain his son had experienced than the betrayal he himself had suffered. Every day, Christ shows this same grace to someone. You may have experienced it today without recognizing it.
My faithful Father, enduring friend, your tender mercies like a river with no end.
It overwhelms me, covers my sin. Each time I come into your presence, I stand in wonder once again. Your grace still amazes me. Your love is still a mystery each day. I fall on my knees because your grace still amazes me.
Oh Lord,
Your
Steve was in his 30s when he found he had cancer. When he and his wife came home with the news, he couldn't bring himself to tell his 6-year-old daughter, or his 4-year-old son, or his 3-year-old daughter.
Steve's doctors told him to put his affairs in order.
All his life, Steve had followed God, but now he prepared in earnest to meet Christ face to face. And it was in these times of learning of his new home that he realized he didn't have to wait for God's peace.
He had found it right where he was. Even while he mourned leaving his children, the grace of God had made him more at peace than he had ever been before. And as Steve longed for an eternity with Christ,
Christ healed his body.
but Steve learned that the real grace was never in physical illness or health. It was in the peace that came from knowing his Lord.
Your grace still amazes me. Your love is still a mystery each day. I fall on my knees because your grace still amazes me. Oh Lord, your grace still amazes me. It's deeper, it's wider, it's stronger.